We're at step 7, entering staff. So you've entered students, you've entered your programs, and this is a sequential process. So you want to have your students in there, then you put in your programs, and then you put in your staff people. This is pretty quick. This is the list view that has some of the major sections. Basically, the required sections that are all here, so you could do it here. I'm going to go into the full view just to show you all of the fields. The required features, as I said, are in the first row, and I'll go through those in a minute. The reason we need staff people will be, first, in our rosters, the staff will actually show up in rosters and reports, so that's one reason. The second reason where we use staff is there's a federal report in PPICS that you are probably familiar with, where the staff information is needed. And it's just taken a second here. So the federal report asks for the type of staff and if they're paid or volunteers and what type. One little note on this PPICS report is you want to look at it carefully before you submit it, because if you're bringing in old data from an earlier database, some of these categories may need to be cleaned up. Getting back to each of the categories, so first name, last name, the type, that will go into that PPICS report, if they're paid or volunteer. And you'll note that there's actually a blank there, and that's a nice little fix from the past, so you can put in that category. This will mean that they show up, these names will all show up in drop downs. You can always take them off if they're inactive or keep them active. We have phone numbers, emails, addresses, a comment box, and an accomplishment field as well. Just like the students, we have accomplishments if you want to track good things that are happening with them and share that with them. Also in staff, there are a few other views. You've seen the list view, you've seen the full view. There's also an address view, so this could be printed off. There's labels, which is essentially a report, and scripts, staff. The fourth one you can see is an accomplishment view, and you could export that, you could print it. You could even print it as a PDF. I haven't done that, but I think that would look good. So we're going to get back. You'll see sometimes when you close out of reports, I actually just closed out of the whole database. That's something when you hit an X, you can close out. Everything is saved. This is my database in my quick open, or I could go up to File and open it up that way.